Okay, so as my first attempt trying to play a walkthrough of a game by myself, I'm gonna be starting out with the game called The Council. It's basically a adventure type game, decisions, all that fun stuff, kind of like Telltales. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty awkward sometimes with me talking to myself, not really used to it. But without further ado, let's get right on into it. Oh, he got the shit out of him. Oh,
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing.
ah, that's just
Not
cliche.
a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we
I
are.
like the Illuminati. Sounds like the Illuminati.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns
keep
up,
a lookout for
I'll be
triangles.
long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my
vicious.
mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
You can just feed me food. Give me some
You've
food, I'll
stolen
talk.
something from me
I don't
that I
care.
intend to get back.
Nice squeak.
Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Ooh, there's gonna be a flashback.
Just a few
Nope.
more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
Just unknown references.
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
That's just fucked up.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him
You know,
over here.
I feel like
I'll
even
take
though they're
care of him.
whispering, they're really loud. This guy would
Von Borchert.
definitely hear him. Yeah, there was like
Borchert.
no change in volume there.
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any
No, I
position to
prefer
do
playing
so.
the villain, but whatever.
For the last time,
Deus Ex.
where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this.
That's a
Trust
name.
me.
Trust the crazy old lady, or rely on the guy that looks like he's beat up and probably weak. Let's just trust her. He looks fine.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Ooh, traits. Oh, that seemed... You know, probably shouldn't keep a gun so close to the person as you're trying to keep in prison. She's awfully shaky.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Hey, I
Mother,
trusted you.
you're no
You
spring
really do
chicken
these
anymore.
These fun things.
Come on, let's go home. And don't
chicken.
forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchert.
I could do with some chicken right now. That's pretty good. Wish there was a Popeyes near me. Kinda sucks. Nothing chicken-wise anywhere near us except for a freaking restaurant. No, you're craving chicken. You really don't want to sit there waiting for them to make it in a nice location. You just want to go to the drive-thru, get your chicken, call it a day. Got a little stuttering there. Cyanide, huh? Well, if it's not cyanide and happiness, I don't really care. Told you to play that freaking game of theirs. It's like Rapture Reject, something like that, some battle royale game. Seems like a fun one. No, it's also
Well done,
freaking
Mother.
sign of happiness, so it's
You
probably pretty
just
stupid.
had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditch me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
That is a really long freaking staircase. Like, who wants to walk up that entire staircase just to get home? That would suck. Imagine you're coming home after rowing all the way across, sitting there in the boat for hours, and then just to get up and rest, you have to climb like an hour-long
It no longer suits
trek
your
up a
age.
staircase.
Well,
Seriously,
I'm sure
what's
I'll
the fun of that?
find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not
Ooh,
the host
looks
himself
important.
who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago.
Yeah, that
But
chick's
as
eyes
I'm
are
doing some
freaking me
business
out.
with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
A boat. Personal.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Illuminati.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island.
Pretty
And
shitty
only a
island for
very
that.
few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Yeah, we'll be a little bit truthful. Why not?
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I don't remember saying my name.
I'm coming, Duchess. A
I also don't
cardinal,
remember him
a
moving his lip
duchess?
right there.
I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Ooh, headaches. Oh, that cannot be good at all. This guy is on some serious
Mother?
drugs.
Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Now the chick. What is going on?
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
Oh, wait, what?
What?
Oh,
Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If
You
you
seem
if you kill me, you
awfully
won't
beat up.
find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
Don't trust an old
No,
lady.
Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for it.
She's missing a hand. You never trust someone missing a hand. I mean, just look at Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, wait.
Louis,
Is
are you
anyone listening in there?
right? What's going
What was
on?
I talking about again? I don't remember.
Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Snappy.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Before she loses her hand or after?
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be
mail.
real. The Duchess arrived
Oh.
with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely
run.
need to
Oh, I
find you,
can't.
Mother.
Oh, there's a shiny there.
Louis,
it
during the
blinking.
trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
Well, it's a pretty
I'm
small
not sure
boat,
if you
so I don't know
remember, but
how
we
that
met
happened.
before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Manipulation, occultism, erudition, sciences, and subterfuge. Questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic? Or politics, etiquette, linguistics, conviction, and diversion? No, I've always been a bit of a logic man myself, so let's go with that. And we've got 1 point. 3 points. Well, can't do anything with any of these, so we're just gonna do that. Alright. So, here we go. What? Oh, did I do that right? Did I? Alright. Oh, alright. Do that. Oh, alright, there we go. Had to validate it.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How
More
did you
like
catch
serial
them?
killers and thieves.
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was
I'm very
actually helped on
angry
that case
about
by my
about
mother.
that.
You wouldn't know
Fine.
her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
How
like
could I
lying.
forget
Let's go
a
with
woman
that.
such as yourself?
A woman such as me. What a sweet talker you are. Remind me of how we met?
Skills. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost in effort points. Alright. Oh, I don't have manipulation.
Don't you remember? We bumped into each other at Mesmer's show in Paris. That fraudster had even bamboozled the Marquis of Lafayette.
You too, apparently, because I've never been to see him.
Ooh, you suck at this.
Well, that didn't work.
Right, time to go to the manor.
I ask her a question, she answers with another.
Oh, there was two
Is
options
she
there.
playing with me?
I wonder what happened if I click the necklace. Alrighty.
Emily,
Melody.
please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Illuminati. Keep saying
I
it.
don't know where we're going like this, Emily. But
Illuminati.
you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Alrighty. Well, I'm more of a just kind of spam through things and hope everything works out kind of guy when it comes to these. So let's just go. Alright, I didn't even see anything blinking there.
Must be an incredible view from up there.
Also must be an
Impossible to
incredible
set
walk.
foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Someone's paranoid.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Yeah, honey, just randomly sitting on a dock. Yummy. Steal all your guys' stuff. Hey, no. And cut to when I figure out what I'm doing. Ba-da-doo.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de
You are
Richet, son.
one
I must tell you we are
creepy
doing our
bastard.
utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I don't trust anyone that wears a mask.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sarah's mother went missing. All
seems
the
like an
staff
awful
here
long amount of
have
time.
since been busy searching
You know,
every nook
usually
and
after
cranny
2
of
weeks
the island.
on an island and you don't
But, sir,
find
may
somebody,
rest assured,
either they
you shouldn't be
ran
long in
or they
finding her.
died.
And just what have you found so
Don't
far?
imagine sounds
It
big
would
enough to
seem
hide someone.
that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites.
Oh.
The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem
please,
to have
sir.
left the manor
Alone,
last
sir.
night.
Stop
We
saying
think
sir,
that
sir.
perhaps Sir's mother was here.
God, I hate that word.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly.
He's vulnerable to
We'll
questioning.
do whatever is
You know,
necessary to have them
I
rapidly
didn't really
repaired.
even ask a question.
But quite
like,
frankly, I
regressive,
can't
just like,
imagine
hey,
what Sir's
where's
mother
this
would
thing?
have been doing with them.
I just gave
What
up. That
could
seems
Mother
like a
have been
weakness.
doing with
Seems like he doesn't really
barrels?
care.
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the
Sarah
initials of
de
Sir's
Richet.
mother. Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer
This is a
as
puzzle
soon
game,
as
I'm
I
just
see him.
I know
Take
my mother.
mental note of those
She's not the kind to go
initials.
for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention
guy
to
had
contradict
no
sir.
idea what to
Here
say
you
right now.
are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
That seems a bit annoying. Wait, hold down middle click for running? Really? The
This
hell?
chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
A lot of dots. Is that a dot? No. What's this?
Looks like a
Seeing,
bar from an old gig.
Detective Crooked on on the case, I
This
guess.
miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Ooh, I'd say
This
take
might just come in handy.
I don't really see why I wouldn't take
The
it.
sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Okay, good for them. Guess they don't. It's not planting season. That,
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
no, on a dock, that's a bit useless. Didn't have a rope, not used. You kinda gotta use it tight on bows, don't you? Alright, well, looks like you mail now.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Had a clue.
Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the order. And I recognize your handwriting
You
anywhere,
know,
Mother.
seems like all of those
But
have
who
seven
is this Samuel
stamped with
Ritter
the same
d'Auchois?
stamp.
Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter.
FBR.
So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
I don't have any politics.
I'm guessing he's a man of
It's
some
just like real
importance.
life. I have no
Spanish,
clue what's
I'd
going
say.
on.
But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
She doesn't seem like someone that likes to talk about things, so I doubt it. How'd I get over here? There's a freaking mailbox.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look. A letter written in an Oriental language.
I don't know anything on letters. I'm guessing that's a skill. Yeah.
I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
Alright, next. Oh, there's the evidence.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds
My guy knows
familiar.
nothing.
Prashi. No. Can't seem to place it.
Carl Corey. Alright. Steinbach saw. What's that for there? Anything? No, I'm imagining things. Awfully freaking dark. Oh. I'm guessing the wooden part that's that freaking weird
Wooden
mass
floorboard.
servant guy was talking about.
Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this?
Clue.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Alright. Now it's kind of boring. Da-da-da-dum. Over here? Okay, yep, that's all the way on the gate. Open. Open sesame.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Well, I have a freaking bar, so yeah. Subterfuge. I'll just bust it open. Who needs that?
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Alright.
There we are.
God, it's really dark. I hope the old game's not like this. It's kind of off-putting. Like,
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty.
oh.
I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
Well, I mean, that might not be a good thing, seeing as you
Just like
shot
in my
that chick
vision.
in the vision.
And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Ooh, one more thing.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Ooh, scary.
It's
Nope.
unusable
I
now.
know nothing.
I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through...
Oh. Kind of like the frickin' things in
A fragment of amber.
God of War. Get enough of them, your health goes up. Woo. I've already seen that thing. Oh, what's this?
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Iron bar, let's go. Better be useful for something. Yeah.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag.
It's an escape
The
bag.
Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
You educate yourself. Oh, cool.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Well, if you don't take the key, I'm gonna be very angry.
An iron key completely rusted.
Take
You
the
never
key.
know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
You don't find a key that's hidden under the floor. Leave it.
Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
Aha!
So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, it's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
You're just fine there. Okay. Go, go, go. Heck.
A Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Well, aren't you fancy? Not fancy enough.